Teamwork makes the dream work, but a poor performing team member can drag down the whole team and halt work. Let's quantify that damage so we can improve the process. Let's start by quantifying the lost time from a complaining teammate. It's a common complaint. Parents get chores done faster without the help or interference of children, so they work on them when children are not present. But it can backfire. These tasks become invisible to the children, and they take it for granted that they will always be completed. They don't even realize the scope of work to get them done. These kids grow up, move out of their home, and are smacked in the face with the reality of maintaining their living spaces. But what if you can shift that trend by incorporating many of these chore tasks into the children's daily routines? And can you make them fun and teach them teamwork along the way? It's very challenging to manage teams. Oftentimes, groups of students are put together to work on projects without being given the necessary framework to work together as a team successfully. One person often drives the project and drags whoever they can along with them. Sometimes teams fail entirely with their projects due to a dysfunction of team dynamics. How do you model good teamwork for the children in your life? We're working on incorporating teamwork into our chore cycle. Rather than working independently on tasks simultaneously, we are finding ways to work together to make the work go smoother and for it to be more enjoyable. Cross-training children on chore-related tasks builds confidence and character. It helps them to see the value of teamwork. 2 days ago, I made a list of every chore I did out of our routine in the morning. I timed myself and realized it took approximately 15 minutes to complete each of these by myself. Actually, 15 minutes to do the entire list, not each individual chore. I looked at my list and realized these tasks were all things that our children could help with. Maybe it would make the chores go faster if they all worked with me. So I shared with them that checklist of chores one evening, and I let them know that the next morning I would want their help. I did not tell them how long it typically took me to get through the checklist. The next morning when they awoke, I mentioned that these things needed to be done. I showed them the checklist. They immediately dug their heels in, not interested at all in helping with the work. It was overwhelming to them. I broke tasks into small tidbits and asked each child individually to do the smallest tidbit of a task. And then they could move forward. Then we moved on to the next. This process continued for 3.5 hours, 3.5 hours. By that time, the work was mostly completed with a less than passing degree of success, but it was done. And I was grateful. I knew it was just the first step. I knew it could only get easier from here. I thanked them all for their efforts and praised them for a job completed. Then I found a little moment to speak with each child individually to have a rundown of that experience. I whispered, that list of chores? How long do you think it takes me to do it on my own each morning? They were each completely blown away that it could be accomplished in 15 minutes. Their eyes went wide as they realized how much longer it took them. I asked if maybe we could find a way to work together to get the chores done faster next time. Each child seemed determined to make it easier on everyone the next day. We put a number on that wasted time. We pointed out inefficiencies in the system. We asked each other how we could make it easier on each other. And guess what? It got easier, faster, more cooperative, structured, simple. How have you managed to make chores easier on your family? I'd love to hear about it.